An historic first for Israel and for the region. Israel's Minister for Tourism has become the highest-ranking Israeli official to publicly visit Riyadh. Haim Katz is there for a UN conference on tourism. Earlier, from the Saudi capital, he spoke to I24 News. We began by asking the minister about his first impressions 24 hours after landing in the kingdom.
We arrived in Saudi Arabia yesterday. It was very distant from us until we got the visas. Now it's very close to us. The attitude is very warm. We walk in the streets and do not feel that there is anything to fear. Feeling the peace and openness is like walking around Tel Aviv. We were at the tourism conference today and a lot of people approached us. Even the Saudi Minister of Tourism said that there are people who have never been to Saudi Arabia. He said this without naming Israel.
A warm welcome for the minister. Well, we went on to ask Haim Katz about his beliefs about whether or not a normalization accord between Israel and Saudi Arabia was close and about any possible concessions Israel might have to make. Here's what he had to say.
This question should be addressed to Prime Minister Netanyahu. My feeling is that an affair has begun, but it will take time until it crystallizes into a relationship. But an affair began. Concession is a decision for the Prime Minister, and he will have to bring the agreement before the government and the Likud faction, as we, as you know, are a democratic faction. When the agreement is reached, the decisions will be made accordingly, so my opinion is not important, especially since we do not know what we will be giving up. I hear this many times in the media. Sometimes there are many things that have nothing to do with the reality. So we'll wait. Then ask me my opinion and I'll answer.
Well, Haim Katz is the Minister for Tourism, and on that issue, we asked the Minister about the potential for tourism, given that since the signing of the Abraham Accords, more than 1 million Israelis had already visited the United Arab Emirates. Take a listen.
If there is a peace agreement with Saudi Arabia, it will be a warm peace. But I don't think many tourists from the Emirates come to Israel. There are many Israeli tourists in Dubai and many Israelis in Morocco. So it's likely many Israelis will come to Saudi Arabia as well. But I don't know how many Saudis will come to Israel. Israelis will visit Saudi Arabia. Israelis like to travel, and certainly if it's to attractive and interesting places.
So there we are, Haim Katz making history today as the first Israeli cabinet minister to openly and publicly visit the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia at a time when speculation about a normalization agreement between the two countries is rife.